What's going on, everybody, and welcome to another wonderful episode of The Audition with your boy, the Sebastian Alexander Bonet. I am your boy, the Sebastian Alexander Bonet. Make sure, before we even begin, make sure that you subscribe. Right above my head, there'll be a subscribe button. Make sure that you subscribe. Please tell all your friends about me. I'm still on the campaign of please post this on 5, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, on 5 of your friends' accounts. And then hopefully from there, those 5 will post it on 5 of their friends' accounts. And then I can get out there and make the audition something spectacular. Because obviously you're looking at me so you think I'm funny, stupid, or tomfoolery. And so hopefully your friends will think I am funny, smart, and just utterly handsome. But anyways, please make sure you subscribe to me. Make sure you follow me on Twitter at Sebastian Bonet. Make sure you visit my website at thesebastianalexander.com. All the links are located at the bottom down here. And that's pretty much really about it. Make sure at the bottom down here you thumbs up me. You know what I'm saying? Finger me, as I call it. Finger me. And that's really about it. Today is Wednesday. What is today? Wednesday, July 18th, I believe. It's almost Thursday, I guess, because it's almost, it is after midnight, so it's just a little after midnight, so I guess it's Thursday morning now, about maybe 12:30, I'm not particularly sure, and I'm sitting at home, and I wasn't going to do a video about this. This is not really a recap on anything, per se. Well, first off, before I begin, you know I do my t-shirts. And today, I don't know if you can see it. Let me see if I can zoom out or pull it down. This is my shirt that I have on today. That says, "Ain't no pussy like fat pussy." And, of course, pussy is not spelled out. It's a little cats. So, ain't no meow like fat meow. And that's me. I'm fat pussy. Nice to meet you. But anyways, there's a lot that has been going on in my life, for the past couple of days, past couple of weeks, honestly. And I'm going to try to do this as quickly as I can so it's not prolonged or anything of that nature. But, I need my actors and my actresses, all of you out there, I need your assistance. And I really, really, really do. And this is sincerity. I just need your opinion, not really your assistance. I guess that would be assistance, but there's a lot that has been going on. And I just have to put it out there. And I know Chelsea, I know what you told me not to do, but this is the way I vent. Matter of fact, check out my friend Chelsea. She is a wonderful actress. She got first runner-up at the Apollo in New York on amateur night. Wonderful singer. Her favorite singer, I would probably mix her with Whitney Houston and Donna Summers with a splash of Jill Scott, splash of Ledisi, splash of India Arie, but majority Donna Summers and Whitney Houston. But check her out. Go to her website at Chelsea, CHELSEA, Lee, LEE, Williams, WILLIAMS.com. Wonderful. She's been accepted to Juilliard School. She's a graduate of Florida A&M when she got her undergraduate in theater. And now she has been accepted for her MFA, Masters of Fine Arts, to the Juilliard in New York City. So check her out. But anyways, Chelsea, I know what you told me not to do. But this is the way I vent and get things out. So, yeah, I know. So, a lot has been going on this past 2 or 3 weeks. To make a long story short, not to put too much of my biological family's business out there. You know, I told you like a couple of weeks ago that I was, now co-owner of my grandfather's restaurant or whatever the case may be. And there has been some snags within that. Anytime you work with family on a established business or established facility, there are to be headaches, drama, and sometimes utter mess. All of those were not the case this time, but it was just a little too much for me to handle. Well, no, I'm not going to rephrase that. I'm not even going to put this on me. people have to be willing to change, have to be willing to, when they ask for your help, my help was solicited. I didn't go down to my grandparents' restaurant asking, do you need help? They came to me because I'm great with marketing. I'm great with graphic designs to, help them to push the restaurant and further avenues to get it more mainstream, not just within the colored community. But when you ask for my opinion, be ready for the advice that I give. And that was, all of the advice that I gave was not receptive. When you have people that are set in their ways, you try to tell them how things are going. This is a technology age. Everything is via the internet. You have to market different ways. The restaurant has been around for 21 years. You have to market in different ways. You can't just rely on word of mouth. You have to do some kind of advertising, be it TV, be it radio, be it handbills or flyers, be it, specials that you offer, $2 off on Senior Citizens Day, whatever. But they were not receptive. So I was like, okay, well, when you're serious, you holler at me. So I relinquished myself from the environment that was utterly stressing me out. And I decided that I have finally decided that I am moving back to New York in April, between April and August of next year, 2013. I was talking to my best friend Kareem, and and I'm giving you a little backstory before I can let you know what's going on next. So I'm not just talking for the aimless point of it, but I'm catching you up with my life. I was talking to my best friend Kareem, shout out to his husband Prentice, my brother-in-law, about me looking for jobs and things of that nature. And my best friend Kareem has an undergraduate, 2 masters, and now working on his doctorate at the age of 32 years old. So been very busy, if you needless to say. But anyways, I was saying to him that it's very hard for me to find a job. I have great customer service. I've been in customer service for the past 12 years. So my resume is impeccable when it comes down to longevity at a company. You don't see a whole bunch of gaps. You don't see a whole bunch of, 3 months here, 6 months here, 4.5 years here, 2.5 years here. I have longevity when I do have my jobs. So my resume as far as customer service is impeccable. But when you have a specified degree like theater performance, there's not too much that you can do. My best friend's Kareem, I think his minor, not minor, but his undergraduate is in allied health. With allied health, you can go into a lot of different avenues, a lot of different directions. You can go into hospitality. You can go into food production. You can go into the health field. You have different avenues that you can take. But when you have a specified degree like theater performance and a minor in applied vocal performance with concentration in musical theater, yeah, that's all I am equipped to. Oh Lord, hold on, I didn't unplug my light, Jesus. There it go. Let there be light. That's all that I'm equipped to do. Besides, my normal customer service, which is impeccable. So I have decided April or August of next year, I am moving back to New York City. I was born and raised, as you know, here in Tallahassee, Florida. But I spent a lot of my summers in New York because my grandmother's mother, my great-grandmother, lived in Brooklyn. So when I went on to internship at the Negro Ensemble Company in NYU, in New York, that's where I stayed every time I went back for spring break. That's where I stayed when I went for the summer. That's where I stayed. I have aunts and uncles there, all of that good stuff. So that is, my second home. That's actually where I feel most comfortable. When people ask me, where are you from? I always say Brooklyn, New York, because, home is where the heart is, and that's where my heart is. I understand that I was born and raised in Tallahassee, and I spent my summers in New York, but that's where I feel most connected, most creative, most me, because there's not someone looking at me saying, ooh, that's Sebastian. That's Jerry Chambers' grandson. Or, ooh, that's Sebastian. That's Lewis or Buck Chambers' grandson, or that's Cammy's son. There's, like in the South, here everybody knows me, so not that I want to go out and just shake my titties and nothing like that. Is that, sometimes it's good to go to a place where, opposite of Cheers, I want to go where where they don't know my name. You know what I'm saying? Where I am not, oh, that's so-and-so's child, or that's so-and-so's nephew, whatever. I want to be me. I'm me. I am Sebastian, the Sebastian Xavier Alexander Chambers Bonet in the gay community. So, you know, I feel the most creative in the city. So I've decided that I am moving back to New York in April. Where I am now in this particular field in my life is that I'm setting objectives to what I want to do. That's why I need to get a second job, because I don't want to be, poor mouth, or, having to rob Peter to pay Paul to get there, this and that, ever. So I have a full-time job at the hotel, as you know, and I have my photography company, as you know. But I'm looking for a full-time, day job to, I'll be working like a Mexican, but I have to get my money up. I'm a viable, able-bodied young man to where, yeah, I may be pulling 16, 17-hour days, but it's a means to an ends. So, make a long story short, I applied with Adeco, which is a temp agency here. My day schedule is pretty much free. So they got me at FAMU. They said, okay, we have a position at FAMU, working there, data entry, this, that, and the other. Starting off at a good wage, whatever the case may be, I would have been able to bank about $400 extra a week, good money, all right? So I was nervous about taking the job because y'all know that I'm very vocal. My opinion is my opinion. And when everything happened with Robert Champion, I was a part of the band back in '99. I have my own experiences, my own views on things, and I was very vocal about it. I was just expressing my opinion, like I said before. I never thought that I would get so many views off of my videos. Like in one day off of that, when it was, a hot topic, I got like 700, 800 views in one day. Just off of, that video. And I have different updates or whatever. But those videos have gone around in the Tallahassee circuit. People posting it here and giving it there, whatever. So, I was assigned to the Office of Alumni Affairs. I started on Monday, right? I was assigned to the Office of Alumni Affairs, which is in the old president's house. None of the past presidents have lived there. The last president that lived in the old president's house was President Frederick S. Humphreys. But the presidents since then have had their own places because the university gives them a stipend for their own houses or whatever the case may be. So I was down there manning the desk, being a good receptionist, data entry, whatever they needed me to do. And so I'm at the front desk, and President Robinson, who was the new interim president, Larry Robinson, him and his colleagues or constituents or whatever, his board, were coming out of a meeting that they had at the president's house, which is now, like I said, the Office of Alumni Affairs. So I'm sitting there, and one of the men, I don't know his name, I remember his face from seeing him around campus, said, "Oh, I didn't know you worked here, Mr. Bonet." And I was caught like in deer in headlights, because I don't use the Bonet name like when I'm out in public. If I'm at the gay events, yes, that's my gay family, I am Sebastian Bonet. But normally when I'm out, I'm Sebastian Alexander. Nice to meet you. But he said, "Oh, I didn't know you work here, Mr. Bonet." And like I said, I was caught like a deer in headlights. So I was like, okay, what does he know me from? Da-da-da, da-da-da. Okay, did I say something? Da-da-da. And I was like, he was like, "Yeah, I've seen your YouTube videos." And he kind of laughed. But it wasn't a nice laugh, but it wasn't a naughty laugh or a mean laugh. It was kind of like, yeah, almost kind of sarcastically. Yeah, I've seen your YouTube videos. So, that day after he left, I text all of my close friends. I text Kareem, Chauncey, Mika, Vlad, Chelsea, Javon, Joy. Those are my good core friends to where I talk to. They're not my best friends, but my core friends. And tell them, I said, my worst fear has come to pass. Someone has recognized me from my YouTube videos here at FAMU. And like I said, I was nervous going in about taking the position because of what I said in previous videos, which I don't take back. My opinion is my opinion. I stand by it. But I was very nervous because, Tallahassee is only but yay big. So, they was like, they can't do anything, don't worry about it, my friends, very supportive. Tuesday day, I am at work. They called me up to the office, to Lee Hall, the training personnel. Mrs. Thornton came down to the office to get me to say, we need to get you trained on some more information, make sure that to where you can operate the system correctly or whatever the case may be. So I go up to Lee Hall. She gave me some one-on-one training, but she couldn't stay because she had a personal issue that she had to deal with. So I went back down. She was like, only thing we need you to do, we're going to finish this training later on this afternoon or first thing Wednesday morning. On the new day, just answer phones, do what they need you to do down there, if it's typesetting, whatever. I was like, fine. I went back down there, kind of slow, answering phone calls. Went down there talking to the other, constituents down there in the office. My immediate supervisor from Adeco walks in saying, hey, what's going on? I'm like, hey, what's going on? What you doing here? He's like, well, I just came to tell you that today is your last day. I was like, well, why? I just started yesterday. He was like, well, they want someone with more data entry skills to take on the position. Now, my data entry is excellent. 65, 70 plus words a minute. You know what I'm saying? Before I even got hired at Adeco, I had to take their test, their skills placement test, to make sure that I had, enough knowledge of data entry, enough knowledge of Excel, enough knowledge of typing, passed with flying colors. So to tell me that they want someone with more data entry experience is a bunch of bullshit. I was there for less than 2 days. How can you tell that I don't have enough data entry experience? You haven't even given me a week to prove myself to you. And then secondly, I have a degree from this university. What the fuck do you think I've been doing for the past 6 years when I was in school? That was nothing but data entry. Every homework assignment that I did, bitch, was data entry. Every report that I did, bitch, that was data entry. Every final exam project that I did, that was data entry. So to tell me your excuse is what was given to my boss, and I'm not faulting him at anything, my immediate boss at Adeco, because I was not hired through Florida A&M, was that they want someone with more data entry. Bitch, please. Come up with something more original. And, like I said, I was preemptive about taking the position, but I knew once again it was a means to an end. Fuck what a bitch got to say. I'm trying to make my money so I can get out of Tallahassee and go back to New York. You know what I'm saying? So I took the position, but to say you want someone with more data entry, when bitch, that's all I do in hospitality, data entry. I took the test at Adeco, 60 words, 65 words a minute. Bitch, data entry, pass with flying colors. Have a degree from this institution. Bitch, data entry. All of my 12 years of customer service, all it was, what? Data entry. You can't tell me that you need someone. Bitch, the next person that you need is Jesus. Because he's the ultimate data entryer. Because, I mean, what the fuck do you want? So, I wish I know this man's name. I know his face, and I'm going to try my hardest. Because the only thing that I can fathom is that he went and told somebody. He went and told somebody, that boy from the YouTube videos from back when everything was going on, talking about Dr. Wyatt and talking about Dr. Ammons, this and the other. Oh, he worked down there in community in the Office of Alumni Affairs. That's the only thing that makes sense, because to let me go after 2 days saying you want someone with more data entry is a bunch of bullshit. A bunch of bullshit. Now, and especially when he sat in my face on Monday saying, oh, I didn't know you worked down here, Mr. Bonet. Yeah, I've seen your YouTube videos. Bitch, I'm not dumb by a long shot. I'm not a bright motherfucker, but I'm not dumb by a long shot. Really? So, I was very upset by it. I was sad by it, because my goal for July, I have a vision board, which is actually going to go on this back wall as soon as I get it done. But it's good to have a vision board so you can see the progress that you're making, no matter what it is, be it work, be it life, be it romance, be it a current relationship. It's good to have a vision board to see, for the month of July, what is your goal? For the month of August, what is your goal? And so I'm doing a vision board. And so for the month of July was to get the second job. August to bank the money, August, September, October, plus other things, get my resume out there in New York, this, that, and the other. So I was happy that I had completed my goal for the month of July. But when he told me that, I was pissed off. I was more or less sad. I was sad because, I thought, it was going to be, initially the job was going to be for 3 months. But they said it would be for 1 month first, and then depending on your performance, they may give you 2 more months. So I was like, okay, that's September. Great. Yes, God. $300, $400, $380, $400 every week for 3 months? Bitch, yes, ma'am, I can move to New York sooner than April. Because I survive off of my hotel salary and my photography, so that is just pure bankable money. So I was sad, but then I was pissed off because whatever I say is my opinion. I'm guaranteed under the First Amendment to an extent. You can't go in a crowded theater and yell fire. You know what I'm saying? You can't get on a plane and say yell Al-Qaeda. You know what I'm saying? You can't do shit like that under the First Amendment. But I was giving my opinion. Now, if you were so threatened or so I just think if I'm there to do a job and I'm doing the job correctly, fuck what you heard, fuck what I said, let me do my job and call it a day. But I understand that everything is political. It is. You have to learn to play the game. So I was upset by that, but I was sitting there and my direct supervisor, people in YouTube land, this means nothing to you, but she's a legend in the Tallahassee community. And she's my cousin down the line as well, Miss Carmen Cummings Martin, one of the first African American on-air personalities here. I think it was WCTV here in Tallahassee. But anyway, she was like, she wasn't aware of what had happened. She was up in her office. She's like, dog, it happened just that quick. I went upstairs and you just got back from the so-called training or whatever. And she was like, as soon as one door, she said, God is so good. When one door closes, another door will open. And I had to think about that. I was like, everything happens for a reason. This, that, and the other. And I just know, I know God knows what I want to do. He knows what my plan is. And hopefully my plan is his plan. And no longer than she said, when one door closes, another door will open. No more, I can tell you, I swear for God, no more than 5 minutes later, I went into my Gmail account because I had to get my time card from Adecco because I didn't bring any with me because I figured I would be working for the next couple of weeks. He was going to email me my time card or whatever the case may be, but he could not email me to my one that he has on file because it goes directly to my MacBook Pro. So I had to get on my Gmail account and email him from my Gmail account to email it back to that account so I can, print it off, whatever. I get into my email. There are 2 job opportunities, state job opportunities. And I'm not going to tell you where they are because I don't want none of y'all to mess me over. But 2 opportunities. One where next week I have to go in and take a skills placement test, which I did like 3 years ago. I think if it's the same division, that I was the second highest scoring out of about 15 people. But at that time I could not extend the offer that they extended me because I was finishing up my last semester of schooling, and it would have hindered in that. So I do that next week. I scroll down, go through my other emails. I see another opportunity with another division, another state division that wants to meet with me on Monday. So literally, when whomever the powers that be at Florida A&M said we didn't want Sebastian Alexander, but and cast him out, you know what I'm saying? I feel like preaching right now because I feel like I'm the stone that the builders rejected. You know what I'm saying? That's what I feel. I feel like I am that casted out stone that the builders rejected. But it's surely, and like I said, no less than 5 minutes, y'all. My actors and my actresses, I check my email. 2 job offers, 2 state, not through a deco, not no OPS, state job opportunities, paying good money. You know what I'm saying? Good money. Today, following up with another interview that I had an interview with another company. Had my first interview with them last week. I went through the second interview today. Blew that out the way. They're going to get me to meet their district, hopefully this week or whatever. On the way there, I got another phone call from another state agency. And I'm like I said, I'm not going to tell you who it is, but offering this is great money, saying, you know, Miss Alexander, we got your resume. We want to make sure that, you know, you are secure with this amount of money that we're able to provide you. And make sure that you're still on the market for this position. I said, yes, ma'am, I am. That amount, you know, would be great. I'm fine with that amount. Now, I can say this. The amount is more than $40,000 a year, but less than $60,000 a year. Great. I can take that. If them bitches want to knock it down to $30,000 a year, I'd take that. You know, but this is what I'm saying. When one door opens, another door closes. Miss Carmen spoke it into an existence, and I had to embellish that in myself. So I'm saying this to you to say, you know, my day started out crappy yesterday on Tuesday. Started out good, but ended crappy. But when it's kind of, as the old folks say, when God is for you, who can be against you? And that's just what I believe. You know, I'm going to go in here and I'm waiting to hear back from that agency that called today. I'm waiting to get something in my email from them. I am waiting to go up there next week and blow what I do best. You know, be sincere, humble, but entertain those persons. You know, and you know, give them the personality, my authenticness, so they can see that I'm a genuine person, an intelligent person, and then hire me to be a part of their team. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm saying that to say to you all, this is an encouragement for me and as well as you. When it seems dark, when people are against you, it is literally when one door closes. It seems so cliche sometimes. Oh, girl, when one door closes, another door open. Sometimes you really don't want to hear it. You don't want to hear that. You want to be in your feelings, and that's understandable. But you have to be open. You have to be mindful that, yes, if God is for me, who can be against me? Yes, you took this job away. Yes, I wanted this job. Yes, I like working at FAMU. But, you know, hey, no weapon formed. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. So in the midst of you taking this one job away, I have four opportunities coming within a less than 2 weeks of applying. 2 weeks of applying on People's First. Applying for all of these state jobs that I'm qualified for. What is it? My Florida, my Florida.gov, the city website, applying for those jobs. You know what I'm saying? I'm not opposed to working anywhere as long as it gets me to my ultimate destination. You know what I'm saying? I will be the best burger flipper I got to flip. You know what I'm saying? If my goal is to get to New York. So whatever it takes for me to do that legally, I'm going to do. So, you know, there's nothing beneath me, but I am appreciative that my experience, my resume, my personality, my authenticness, my degree, my educational standpoint, my articulateness, I know that's not a word, my articulateness, whatever, has afforded me the opportunity to be the best possible candidate that I can be for these companies. So I'm saying this to you, my actors and actresses. This is just a word of encouragement. When it seems dark, it will get better. Because literally, when one door closes, 2, 3, 4, 20 more will open. There is something better in the horizon, but you have to be accepting, receptive for those things. You have to go out there and want it. You have to, as the old folks say, hit the pavement. Get out there and make it happen. Now, it ain't just going to come to you and say, ooh, I know you out of a job. Here's this job. Now take it. No. You're going to have to put your time in. You're going to have to do some effort. And it's not just jobs. It's if you have a career, an education, you know, if you're trying to get your degree, it's not going to just fall in your lap and say, here it is. No, it doesn't happen through osmosis. You have to put your time in. You're going to have to work for it. You're going to have to want it. Blood, sweat, tears. You know, but when you do that, and God sees that you are putting forth a willing effort, whomever you serve, God, Buddha, Muhammad, you know, I'm an equal opportunist. Whomever you serve, you know, sees that you're putting forth a willing effort, that's when the doors open. That's just like me helping, you know, my gay kids. I will help my gay kids if they ask, but I need to see that you are putting a willing effort. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to pay no light bills and you going out to the club every weekend and you ain't looking for no damn job. Now, you can pay to get into the club, but you can't pay your light bill. Bitch, no, you got me fucked up. But if I see you are applying for jobs, you're going on interviews, you're doing what needs to be done, and for whatever reason it's still not working, well, I'm going to say, well, let's check your interview skills first to see what can we correct. But if you're doing the best that you can, getting out there and something, yeah, I would help you because I see that you're trying. That's like most about your parents. They don't want to tell their kids no. They would like to help their children, but you have to help yourself first. Once you help yourself and they see that Sebastian is trying, that Chelsea is trying, that Vlad is trying, that Aaron is trying, that Christian is trying, whomever, Kareem or Prentice or Javon, they're trying, then I see that you're trying. Okay, let me put in whatever else I can do to help you. Be it monetarily, be it words of encouragement, whatever the case may be, but you have to try. So for me, I've been trying. I've been putting in my due diligence, as my best friend Nehemiah says, and doing the best that I can. So wish me luck. You know, I don't need any haters on my team. I need someone that's going to pray for me as I pray for you. Just lift me up and say what God has for me. It is for me. What God has for me, it is for me. I know without a doubt that He will bring me out. What God has for me, it is for me. It is for me. It is for me. What God has for me, it is for me. I know without a doubt that He's gonna work it out. What God has for me, it is for me. And that just encouraged me right there. Yes, God. Well, God, Jesus, yes. Okay, I'm not about to go into that mode. I'm not about to go into worship right now. But yes, so I had to encourage myself just that moment. I feel so much better. Sometimes you, I can't sing that song. But yeah, you have to encourage yourself. You have to speak a word over yourself. So, yeah, but I'm going to find out who that man was. I am about to go back to my foolish ways. So, that's part one. Now, part two, y'all know that I'm single. And I am convinced that I'm going to have a lot of shones, jump-offs, and fuck friends. Because I cannot seem to find anyone that I am compatible with in a lot of ways. Now, you know, back in the day, I thought that, okay, we have to be equally yoked. You have to have a degree, I have to have a degree. I have a job, you have to have a job. I have a car, you have to have a car. You know, but now as you get older, honey, a lot of that shit start going out the window. Now, you have your standards. You're just not going to take the homeless man from the corner, from the shelter, that I'm not going to do. But a lot of your things, you know, you put to the wayside. Of course, I would like a man that would have a degree, have some sense of stability. Well, no, stability is a must. You have to have stability, but it's not mandatory that you have a degree. You know, my thing is this. If you're doing something that you love, I can accept that. If you work at McDonald's, and then I'm being sincere. If you work at McDonald's, one, there's room for advancement. There's always room for advancement at those kind of places, at McDonald's, Burger King, whatever. Work your way up. There's a room for advancement. But if you get your heart's joy out of flipping burgers, that is what your heart is content on doing, I am all for it. You're bringing home a check. You're contributing to the household. You know, you are a good human being. I am cool with that. Now, some of y'all might say, friend, no, I can't date no man at McDonald's. Well, that might be why you're alone. That might be why I might be alone. But If you're doing something that honestly makes, what if you find a man that's an entrepreneur that never went to college but had an awesome idea and making money off of that? Are you going to tell that man no because he didn't go to college, he doesn't have a degree, but he has a successful business? You know, I understand that college is not for everybody. You know, you might want to go to trade school, be, you know, an AC repairman or a nail technician or cosmetology, whatever the case may be. But if you are doing what honestly makes you happy, I cannot fault you for that. I want to be an actor. Common actors, Broadway, you know, non-famous people, you know, they don't make a lot of money, but they're doing what they love. So it might be a point one day where somebody look at me and say, oh, he's an actor. There's no stability in that. But I might be in the position that I'm putting somebody else in. I'm doing what I love. It gives me my heart's joy to be on stage. It makes me happy. That's like the next best thing to sex. Sometimes it's better than sex, because if you've never been on stage, if you've never sung, you know, did poetry or in the band, any kind of performance, and you know the feeling that you get when the crowd roars or they clap or they laugh at your joke, or it's a natural high that is like no other. No other. Like I get, every time I'm on stage, I get orgasms. Like I nut. Not literally, but it's so good. The feeling is so good, and the love that the audience gives back is so good. It just puts you in a place to where it is like, oh, just fuck me raw, rough, and a hard nut inside of me. You know, that's my analogy, and I'm sorry if you don't like it, but that's how I feel when I'm on stage. So I'm saying that to say, anyone that has lived in Tallahassee or in a major collegiate area like Tallahassee, you understand what the market is. And it's even smaller for the gay community here. Because that Tallahassee is the home of Florida A&M, Florida State, and Tallahassee Community College, 3 major institutions in the state of Florida, you have a lot of collegiate here. Age range, I would say 17 to 24, 17 to 25. I'll be 32 in October. The gay community here is very young. You know where I'm going. The maturity aspect, the stability aspect is very hard. Because, you know, I don't go to the gay clubs here. I go out every once in a while, you know what I'm saying, when it comes down to my organization. If I have to go out, shout out to the Distinguished and Sophisticated Men of Royalty Incorporated, dasmar.org. You find it on the website, on the internet. But I hate feeling like the old man in the club. You go out, you have these 18, 19, 20, 22, 23, 24-year-olds, and they're playing songs that I've never heard of before, wanting me to do things that I can't do because I'm a man of a certain age. I can't drop down and get my eagle on. I can't drop down and clap my thighs, you know. I can't do those things, you know what I'm saying? I can't get on the pole like a stripper. You know, that's not me. You know what I'm saying? You know, my music is like, and I always reference this, it's like Bulldogs, Atlanta. They give me my old school mix, you know what I'm saying? Mary J. Blige, I'm searching for a real love, bam. Someone set my heart beat, real love. I'm searching for a real love. You know, stuff like that, in vogue. That was a Michael Jackson version. My bad, but you know what I'm saying? I like old school stuff. Old school Lil' Kim. You know what I'm saying? I can't think of none of her verses right now. Rough and stuff with my afro. No, that's Lady of Rage. All black like the Omen. That's all I can remember right now. But anyways, that's my kind of music. And I hate going to the club feeling like the old man in the club. And so this is my dilemma. Here, I know I can't find the men that I'm looking for, or the quality of men. Not, like I said, not that my standards are high. You have to have a six-pack ab, smile of a god, cocoa caramel skin, intelligent, articulate, and making $100,000 a year. That would be great. Oh yeah, don't forget the dick. You got to have a nice dick. It ain't got to be huge. It ain't got to be small. But something that make me say, yeah, daddy. Yeah, daddy. Ow. 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 You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that. But, I'm on A for A. And you can find me on A for A if you're gay, Adam for Adam. My name on there is simply _Sebastian. And you know on Adam for Adam, let me get my computer because I'm going to read it to you. And tell me what I'm doing wrong. And give me this. I'm on A for A, and I'm on all the other websites. I'm on Jacked. I'm on Jacked. I'm on Grindr. I'm on Scruff. I'm on all these different phone apps. I have a BGC, but I have not checked my BGC in I don't know how long, whatever the case may be. But tell me what I'm doing wrong. Because I see, when you're on Adam, you can see people look at your page. But people look at my page and never hit me up. And I don't know, I have pictures on there. I have pictures on there, my professional pictures. I think there might be one ass shot on there that's, a tasteful ass shot or something like that. But I'm really trying to find someone. Oh, chill, what the hell is this? This ain't where I went. Oh, I spelled it wrong. Oh, but I see them clicking on it, looking at my profile, but I don't know what the problem is. Now, you tell me this, y'all. I'm going to read you my profile and tell me what I'm doing wrong because I don't know what's going on. I don't know if... okay, I'm going to leave it at this. My profile says... my caption at the top, I am royally sophisticated. And it says, grad of FAMU, seeking a professional male that is comfortable in his own skin. I am educated, articulate, and sincere. Oh yeah, funny too. Professional male that enjoys the fine arts, i.e. ballet, theater, museum, choral music, and photography. I own my own home, car, and lucrative photography and graphic creations company, and a bar and grill. Not into the DL scene. I am attracted to thick dudes. Don't discriminate though. Small dudes can apply. 6 feet and over. 28 to 40. Verse tops a plus. And morals. Turnoffs. Smokers. Drug heads. Frequent drinkers. I am a simplistic homebody that loves law and order. Doom doom. That's my profile. What on there am I doing wrong? Because I see people look at it, and I don't know if they're intimidated, if they think I'm the ugliest thing in creation walking. I know I can't be because I'm in love with myself, and I've seen some ugly people, but I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I really don't, and I need your assistance on, because I know, like when you're on Jack and all these other websites, I don't smoke weed. I always see 420, looking to smoke. I love my body. I'm sorry. I'm not saying that I'm better than anybody that smokes weed because, I'm not saying I've never smoked weed because I have, but that's not my thing. I don't smoke. So do I have to smoke to meet somebody? Do I have to smoke and drink? Do I have to drink to meet somebody? Is that the basis of what relationships are founded on, smoking and drinking? I mean, I guess you have to have some in common shit, but I mean, for me, that's not it. So what am I doing wrong, y'all? Please tell me. I mean, I'm not trying, I'm content right now. I'm having, like I said, just jump off shows and fuck buddies, you know what I'm saying? I guess that's not what I want, though. I want to have someone to call my own. You my man. That is my man. You mess with him, bitch, I'm gonna punch you in your trachea. Oh, that bitch is shaking the table. And if you saw what it is, you know what I'm talking about. I don't know please help me. This is really your time to help me. I try to help you all with, the best that I can from my knowledge and things that I've experienced, but that is my Adam account, very upfront, tastefully done. I have very nice pictures on there. I don't have a dick shot out. I don't have a nasty ass shot out. Is that what I need to have on my page to get hits? I need to show my dick? Do I need to, be on, X2 showing my skills before somebody want to date me? They want to make sure that I'm good in the bedroom first? Because I am awesome in the bedroom. But, I mean, I don't understand. Can someone help me? Is that the culture that we're going to now? I have to smoke, I have to drink, I have to have an ass or dick shut out. I mean, I don't know. What is there to do for an older gentleman like myself that wants someone in my same criteria, same age range, you know, maybe 27, 28 up to about 40. Because I'm not saying that there are not older gay gentlemen here in Tallahassee, because there are, but there's no avenue for them. Like in Atlanta, you have Bulldogs, you have these places where you are an older gay gentleman, where you're able to go and network, you know, meet people and explore different options. You don't have that. Oh, sorry, y'all, I'm putting down my MacBook Pro. You don't have those options here in Tallahassee. There are older gay gentlemen here, but normally how it works is you have to be introduced to these persons. Like if you have an older gay friend, hey, my homeboy's having a barbecue at his house for Super Bowl, whatever, you want to come with. You know what I'm saying? And then that's how you network with these older gay gentlemen, because, you know, they don't go out. They don't have the avenue to go out because it's such a young, you know, everybody caters here to the young market, to the college market. There are no older establishments where you can come in and just have, not a club, maybe a little bar, a little lounge. Come and have a little cocktail. Get a little, you know, old school music. Maybe have a little pool table, a little space, be it with. You know, that was my favorite place back in New York, a place called Chi-Chi's. It wasn't a club. It was a bar on Christopher Street, right next to the PATH train station. Walk in, real small, real narrow, but came in after work, got your nice little happy hour cocktail to kind of soothe down your day. They had a spades table, had a beard whist table, had a pool table, didn't have no DJ. They had a CD player, a sound system with a CD player, and they gave you some house tunes, some old school class, and it was just a bar. Just, you know, you come in to have a couple of laughs, network, and you go home. They don't have that here. So please give me some suggestions. What can I do to better market myself to the community that I'm in now here in Tallahassee? And then when I get to New York, I don't think I would have a problem when I get to New York. I'll be a big fish in a smaller fish in a bigger pond. But, you know, at least in New York, I have the option. You have the older gay market, you have the younger gay market, you have the in-between gay market, you have the actors, you have the professionals. I mean, you just have so much that you can choose from. So, just leave your feedbacks here on Facebook. If you're on, not Facebook, on YouTube. If you are on Facebook, leave your comments. I would prefer you to leave them on YouTube. You know, you can copy and paste and leave them in both places. That would be great. But make sure, y'all, please, that's all I have for today. Just, you know, I just need your assistance. Subscribe to me here, finger me here, and all my links to get in contact with me here are at the bottom. I thank you all so much. I have really nothing else to talk about today. Thank you all so much for tuning into another fabulous episode to The Audition with your boy, the Sebastian Alexander Bonet. Pray for me as I pray for you. All of my actors and my actresses, remember, all the world is a stage, so the role that you play is the role that they see. Other than that, I'm good. I'm about to watch the Golden Girls and call it a night. Y'all be well, be blessed, and know that I love you. And whomever you serve, God, Buddha, Allah, whomever, they love you too. So, y'all be well, be blessed, and I'll see you on the next episode. Ciao.